Hey, do you want to come in for a coffee? Sounds friendly enough, right? Wrong. Sometimes the most innocent-sounding questions from a woman are loaded with a very not innocent meaning. In other words, she's basically saying, let's get those clothes off. Today we're exposing 5 questions women ask that really mean undress, even if her words seem harmless. 5. Want to come in for a coffee? Or nightcap? This is the all-time classic. You've dropped her off after a date or you're saying goodbye and she casually asks, do you want to come in for a cup of coffee? Newsflash, she's likely not interested in caffeine at midnight. If it's broad daylight, sure, coffee may really be coffee. But late at night, it's code for something else. This question is practically code for let's continue this in private. Historically, coffee or nightcap has been the polite cover story for inviting someone upstairs to, well, get more intimate. She may genuinely pour you a cup to keep up appearances, but that's just a formality. By inviting you into her home at the end of the evening, she's removing the public setting and creating an opportunity for clothes to start coming off. Many guys still miss this signal because it's phrased so innocently. They think, oh, sure, I could use a caffeine boost, and then wonder why she's inching closer on the couch. Buddy, the only boost she's hoping for is your heart rate when she cuddles up next to you. If it's end of date hours and she asks you inside for coffee, the only correct answer, if you're into her, is absolutely. Coffee isn't the point. Coming inside is. 4. It's getting late. You could just stay over. You're hanging out at her place in the evening and you mention it's time to head home. She responds, it's pretty late. You know, you could crash here if you want. I don't mind. She might add something extra innocent like, I have extra blankets and the couch is comfy. Oh, how sweet. She cares about your safety and comfort, right? Well, partly sure. But this offer is often a gateway to much more than a couch nap. By suggesting you spend the night, she's eliminating that parting of ways that would happen if you left. It's a green light to extended intimate time. Now, sometimes a woman will genuinely offer the couch, but if you two have had chemistry all night, trust that sleeping on the couch is probably not what she has in mind. She's giving you an excuse to stay. A savvy move here is to answer, only if you promise not to steal the blankets, with a wink. That signals you're picking up the vibe. She may laugh and lead you to those extra blankets, but don't be surprised if you both end up using the same one. The stay over invite is her way of saying she doesn't want the night or the touching to end yet. She's basically saying, my door and bed are open to you. 3. Can you help me with this? In the bedroom? Watch out for the sneaky chore or lost item request. For example, you're at her place and she suddenly says, oh, can you help me move something in my bedroom? Or, I think I dropped an earring under my bed. Can you help me find it? You oblige, of course. And now, boom, you're alone with her in the most private room of the house. Mission accomplished. For her, so well. Often the help me question is a ploy to change the location to somewhere more secluded and suggestive. Think about it. She could have waited or found another way, but she's choosing now, while you're there, to ask for help in a room where clothes typically come off. Whether it's hanging a picture, fixing a light, or looking for that not really missing earring. If it involves going into her bedroom, it's more than a task. It's an invitation. Once you're in there, don't be oblivious. She might stand very close as you're supposedly searching for that earring or supervising the fix. If she suddenly realizes the thing she needed help with isn't that urgent after all, guess what? The goal was just to get you in the bedroom in the first place. The innocent favor was a shortcut to get you past the threshold of where clothes can hit the floor. 2. Could you give me a massage? This one is about as thinly veiled as it gets. She'll appear to ask innocently, my neck is so stiff, you're strong. Could you rub my shoulders a bit? Maybe she plays it off as a friendly favor. But unless you're a licensed massage therapist and she's treating you like one, this question is dripping with sexual tension. Think about it. She's literally asking you to put your hands on her body. Often she'll even position herself to make it easy. Maybe sitting on the floor in front of where you're seated, or scooting between your legs as you work on her shoulders. Skin-on-skin contact, or even through a shirt, with tension release involved. Yeah, she knows exactly what she's setting up. A friendly massage can turn into soft moans and relaxed, happy sighs real fast if attraction is there. She might close her eyes and murmur, that feels so good," in a tone that's nowhere near platonic. It's basically foreplay under the guise of a back rub. Let's be real. A woman who isn't interested in you sexually is not going to ask you for random massages. If you like her, oblige and see where it leads. Chances are she's hoping it leads to fewer clothes and a deeper massage session. 1. Should we get more comfortable? This question might come up when you're both a little overdressed or sitting stiffly. She might say something inclusive like, "Why don't we get a bit more comfortable?" Perhaps suggesting you move from the dinner table to the couch, kick off your shoes, loosen your collars. If it's directed at herself, it might be, "Mind if I slip into something more comfortable?" That classic line from movies, always a prelude to seduction. Trust me, whatever she comes back wearing will likely show more skin, maybe an off-shoulder tee or silk shorts instead of jeans. Essentially, get more comfortable is the transition from formal or public mode to private and relaxed mode. It's her gentle way of saying, let's relax enough that some clothes could naturally come off. Often this is the precursor to a makeout session. She might dim the lights a little, take off her bra under her shirt, casually in the bathroom, then return without it. Or suggest you both lose the jackets and get cozy under a throw blanket. All of this sets a far more sensual tone. When you hear "get more comfortable," know that she isn't just talking about swapping chairs. She's mentally gearing up for activities where comfort and minimal clothing is key. The best response? A smile and "sure, I'm all about being comfortable." You'll soon be very comfy indeed, likely tangled up with her. Here's a bonus one for sticking around. Do you want to watch a movie? Sounds innocent, right? Especially if it's framed as just a chill night, nothing crazy. But here's the truth. Nobody invites you over to watch anything in the dark with comfy blankets unless they want you closer. The minute she picks something romantic or scary, she's creating a built-in excuse to scoot in, touch you, and build physical tension. If she dims the lights, plops next to you, thigh to thigh, and hands you the remote like she's settling in for hours, she's hoping that remote isn't the only thing you'll reach for. That movie is the warm-up act. You're the main feature. Pretty wild how a simple question can hide such spicy intentions, right? The key is to consider context and tone. Now that you're alert to these innocent prompts, you'll be ready to act instead of second-guessing. But don't stop here. There are even more signals and phrases women use when they're aching for you. Watch our next video. 11 body shivers you triggered but didn't notice, to cover all the bases. You'll learn how to spot the cues in her body language, her text, and more that scream she's turned on. And if you want a handy guide, remember to grab our printable cheat sheet for just $7. It's packed with all these hints, questions, texts, touches, and more, so you'll never miss an opportunity. The link is below. Go watch that next video and I'll see you there.